we are live. So hello everybody. Good afternoon. I wanted to just give you a little bit of background as to what you are about to hear. So we are actually performing live to you from all of our various homes. You're seeing us on Zoom, but the audio you're hearing is actually being funneled through a program called Jamulus, which has lower latency. So that's how we're able to sing together. But there is not zero latency, so it's not going to sound 100% like we're all in a room together, but hopefully it'll be. We've been experimenting with Jamulus for the past year, singing online. So we wanted to just share some of what we've been up to with you all. We're really excited. So today we will be singing 4 pieces, and then after that we're going to be doing a little Q&A answer session. So if you have any questions as we're performing, feel free to just put them in the chat and we can talk to you about them later. Okay? So our first piece that we will be singing for you, there is a program that you can open in the description right underneath the video. You can find it there, or you can find it on our website, www.sing6.com, spelled out. Our first piece is Eoruo, a Yoruba greeting. It is based on a Nigerian folk song and adapted by Persephone Powell. And it translates to an important chief who has his palace near the marketplace is about to appear. So this is our piece we wanted to greet you all. You'll hear a lot of drums. Those are a finale file. So that's what's going on. Eventually we will do this program live as part of our Women Composers concert. Hopefully we'll be back at some point doing that for you. I want to thank Crystal for rehearsing this piece with us live before the pandemic started. And here it is, Eoruo.
Oh,
we will be singing is an old favorite of ours. It is A Red, Red Rose by James Mulholland, and this is a famous text by Robert Burns. So this piece will feature Mark Donnelly on the piano, and you can probably see two of him. One of him where he will be conducting us, and one where he's playing the piano, so you can see what he's up to. One of the struggles with Jamulus is because there is some latency, even if there's not a lot, we will eventually slow down if we don't have something external to sort of sing along with. So Mark is our external thing that we will be singing along with. He'll be playing the with us. So this is A Red, Red Rose by James Mulholland. Wanted to mention we actually have most of our group is in the DC area, and our Jamulus server is in the DC area, but we have someone here singing with us from Tokyo and someone in London. And Emily, I think, got up at really early this morning. It's 3 in the morning to do this. Thanks, Emily. It's very sweet of you. So we're sort of all over the place. It's one of the small perks to singing over technology this way. So this next piece is an audience sing-along. So we are going to ask all of you to sing along with us. If you have not opened the program yet, go ahead and do that, maybe in another window or another tab. The program is listed, there's a link to it in the description on the YouTube page. And if you scroll to the second page, you'll see under Love is Love is Love that there's this mantra that we're going to teach you. So this piece is it's a round written by Minnesota-based composer Abby Batinas, who is the executive director of the Social Justice Songbook, and this round is in that book as well. And it was written in honor of the victims and survivors of hate crime. So we're going to be teaching you the mantra, which is line number 3. If you read music and you're feeling more ambitious, you can scroll all the way to the last page of the program, which has the full round. And if you want to just sight read that and sing it along with us, we invite you to do that. If you are not feeling ambitious and just want to sing the mantra, that is excellent. So that is printed on the second page right underneath where it says Love is Love is Love. And we're going to sing it with you so that you know what you're doing. So let's go to that, and we'll sing the mantra 2 times through so you get the hang of it. So it goes like this, and ready? Love, 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 all we need is love, 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 all we need is love, 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 all we need is love, 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 all we need is. So it may sound a little bit familiar, which is good. So you can just sing that line over again with us as we sing the rest of the round. Mark will be playing Pachelbel's canon underneath this round. It goes really beautifully together. And if you are in the more ambitious group singing the whole round with us, we're going to start by singing in unison lines 1, 2, and 3. I'll invite everyone to join us once we get to line 3, and then you just keep singing line number 3. If you're singing the whole round with us, we'll start back up at the top. We'll split up into 4 parts. We'll sing 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it again a second time, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, stop on the mantra until everyone comes back into unison, and then we'll all hold the very last chord on love, which I promise will make more sense once we get there. Okay, so here we go. Sing along with us. I will cue you once we get to line number 3. And Mark is going to play 4 bars before we come in.
Love
like I could hear you singing along with us. I'll also warn you that that one really does stick in your head, so sorry in advance. All right. Our last song, singing portion, before the Q&A, is Frank Tikelly's Earth Song. And this piece really spoke to us during this time. The text, but music and singing have been my refuge, and music and singing shall be my light. The text is about the power of music to heal during difficult times, and we've certainly found that to be true for us. So this is Frank Tikelly's Earth Song, followed by a Q&A, so hang tight. Try that again. Hey, Mark. Well, he can't hear us, so just one tiny pause as we frantically wave at him. Oh, Mark, stop!
He's doing so well.
He really is.
Maybe we could call Mark.
There we go.
He got it. He got it. Hey, we can't hear you. No problem. Let's try it again. The first 4 bars, though, were great.
There, it's better.
One more time. We're going to do this.
It's a live stream.
Yep.
Yay!
So now we know what the delay is.
Are you good? Okay.
See
big thank you to Mark for helping make all of this happen, and also to James, our technical director behind the scenes. So, questions. We now get to answer some of your questions from the chat. So if you have any, go ahead and post them in the chat. We thought we'd just talk a little bit about sort of how we're making all of this happen. So I think a year ago, let's go back even further. So the C4 Collective in New York, I think we're the first to start doing these Jamulus live streams. And then a good friend of mine, Scott Hanaweir, out at Santa Clara University, he did a live stream with his students last April or May, a year ago. And some of us heard it. And we'd been rehearsing on Zoom, you know, which is, you can't hear anything, and it's really hard. And so some of the singers said, we should sing on Jamulus. And I said, I have to set up a server and it's complicated and I don't know how to do that. And they said, we should do it though. So I figured it out with a lot of help. Thanks, James and everyone else and Scott and everyone who helped me get that server set up. And that was a year ago. And then we've been rehearsing on every Thursday night since then. So it's been about a year in the making. It really involves some equipment, like plugging in, hardwiring into your internet, having just the right kind of old school headphones that are not Bluetooth, because that doesn't work, and don't have a little microphone right here. There are all sorts of things, and some people have USB microphones as well. That's kind of what we're doing. I don't know if anybody wants to talk about what it's been like rehearsing on Jamulus at all?
I was so excited the first time we rehearsed on Jamulus because you could hear each other, and you can hear each other really well, and that was so exciting. It was so much better than the Zoom rehearsals.
I agree. I feel like I remember testing it with just a few of us, and it was like the first time in a month or two that I had heard like a chord, and I was like, ooh, we're making a chord.
And the quality is even better than phone calls.
It is. Yeah, you can hear birds chirping outside and the clock ticking on someone's wall. It's crazy quality. Yeah, absolutely. Benjamin's trying to get people to ask questions.
I checked through my emails. It was May 18th was the first time we got an email about Jamulus, so it's almost been a year exactly.
Wow.
Well, I got the
Wow.
server set up May 15th, so
Yeah.
we're really coming up on a year exactly.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday to the server.
Yeah.
Almost happy birthday to the server. It means we have to start paying for it. But
Aw.
oh well.
So make sure you donate.
I feel like you all aren't asking us questions.
So here, how about we do a show and tell? Who here, raise your hand if you've bought equipment for this. And I know I bought a $20 external mic. I'm sure my volume is wobbling around all over. Some
I
of you
stole
may
an
have.
Ethernet converter from my partner's office.
One of the big things about Jamulus is it will work much better if you're wired versus
Yeah.
wireless. So lots of us are. I'm sitting in my kitchen because that's next to my Wi-Fi router, even though I have an office upstairs. Who was it? Raise
it
your
is
hand
49
if you have absurd wires going around your house.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
that you can have a
how
How
wired
many
connection.
devices, hold up on one hand, how many devices you're currently using to make this happen?
5. I don't know, a lot.
Okay, we're actually getting questions, so let's see. I'm probably gonna miss some of them, but
Does the server have a name?
Justine. No, we have not named the server.
It's a series of numbers.
We
Suggestion.
can
Was
name
that
it, we
Justine?
can name
Now
it
it's called
Boba
Justine.
after-
You
Okay.
could make it a donation incentive.
Yeah, right. Will we continue doing virtual shows even after we start doing live shows again? It's an excellent question that we haven't talked about. I think that if assuming this went well, we may do another one of these in the fall. And I'm not sure, but that's a really excellent question. How often do we meet on Jamulus? We meet every Thursday night, just like normal, kind of, except on Jamulus. So, are we singing into our computer phones? So some of us are singing into our internal microphones on the computer, and some people are singing into USB microphones, which does help with audio quality. Also, clipping can really be an issue in the higher voices. and the internal mic on the computer doesn't handle it quite as well. So sometimes those fancier mics can help a little bit. And you can see some folks' fancy mics in their video, actually.
Matt looks like he's hosting a radio show.
Benjamin, it was like a Bob Barker mic that you got. I love it.
When are we singing Happy Birthday to Dave? We already sing Happy Birthday to Dave. We could embarrass him and make you all sing Happy Birthday to Dave with us.
Does everyone even know who Dave is? Because it doesn't have our names on the.
Everyone knows who Dave is.
Okay.
Hey, Mark, would you lead us?
Sure.
That was an example of the microphone.
I backed physically.
Does the server make it 5 degrees or 7 degrees? What's our ping?
We all have very different ones.
Yes.
We do. We all personally have different pings. That's actually an interesting question. So,
Maybe it would help to show someone's screen so they could see what the Jamulus looks like.
Oh yeah, what Jamulus
if James feels like it, then great. If he doesn't, the poor guy has done enough. So I'm currently getting around 40 milliseconds overall delay to the server, but how much are you getting in Tokyo, Emily?
So I have like 160.
And Hannah in London?
91, 90.
Oh, that's
Like,
pretty
that's
good.
really impressive, actually.
It's because I'm plugged into the Ethernet.
Yes.
So are a lot of us. I'm still
Yeah.
getting 49. Then again, we're streaming from my house, so.
Oh, right. Well,
Hey!
that's true. How does it sync, or is that a function of the software? So James is dragging in a Jamulus panel so you all can see what it looks like. That's great. I love it. Well, that's what it looks like. So Jamulus is very bare bones, and it existed before the pandemic. It just has clearly gained a lot of following since the pandemic. But we have a centralized server. Everybody just connects to it with whatever connection we have. So it actually doesn't do anything to sync us up. We all just have our own amount of delay, and we just try to accommodate it as best we can. But I'm sure you heard that we were not 100% synced. Zoom has a lot more delay. It just has a lot more built in because of the video. And also Zoom does a lot of noise compression, or noise, what's that word?
Suppression.
Suppression. Thank you. That is the word I was looking for. So you can't have more than 1 or 2 people singing at the same time. It'll just start,
Canceling it out.
canceling
Choosing.
everybody out. Exactly. So Jamulus doesn't do that. It's super bare bones. We just connect to the server, and it sounds relatively synced just because there's a lot less delay. Would Jamulus work for handbells? So the issue with Jamulus, it's great and we love it, but setting up the server is kind of hell. Like it's like you need a programmer friend, like someone who can type commands into Linux, that kind of deal. So it doesn't set up easily. There are other people who have servers that you could connect to and just jam along with them. I think, Matt, do you want to tell the world about your jam session that you had earlier?
Oh, yeah. So I was testing this sweet, fancy Shure mic to get it ready for today. And I popped into just some random empty server session. And someone came in, someone named Susan, and she happened to be from Madison, Wisconsin. And so I had an impromptu jam session with this person.
Cool.
Never met him, never talked to him before. And so we sang Let It Be by the Beatles for about a minute. Yeah, it was crazy.
That's so beautiful.
It was so much fun. So, for the future, I might just pop in and jam with random people all over the world.
I mean, that's really what this was built for, is so people can just jam with each other on the internet. So if you don't want to set up a server, you can just hop onto someone else's server, but they might be there to sing with you. So that is the issue. So anyway, that all being said, it's not super easy to just get going with for everybody, which is I think why a lot of groups haven't done it. But I did a little programming in high school. It's a long time ago. Like, I'm not afraid of computers and technology, and I was willing, to ask a lot of questions until we figured it out. But I don't know that every choir director wants that particular hassle. Let's see.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Matt, did you tell Susan in Wisconsin about our show?
I had that dilemma in my head. I was like, this is a stranger from the internet, and should I say it? I should have said it.
I'm
looking
just
back.
teasing.
Yeah, I mean, I could have easily, but I think I blew it.
When's the Jamulus IPO? What does that mean?
Ha!
Initial public
Initial
offering.
public offering. Like
Their
when they go when
thing,
they
when they
when
go
their
public.
stock goes live on the stock.
Oh, okay. Thank you for explaining that to me. Oh my gosh. Will there be a recording of this for anyone who missed it? Yes, I believe this will be on our YouTube page for you to listen
Unlimited
through
viewing.
as many times as you wish. What causes the occasional brief silence? I believe that's our server being a little bit overwhelmed. We did actually overload the server once, and it was really unpleasant. So we had to up the
Capacity.
the capacity of the server so it can handle all of us. So it's just the internet robots in the background, just singing along. Anything in London? Matt says.
Is that my Matt?
I don't know.
He's in the kitchen.
That would be funny.
Please show again who's there from overseas. I think we did.
How do we?
I loved being able to sing again with a group that I really loved and I'd moved far away from. So, in this way, especially since, I'd been singing with a group here, but they were obviously closed down. So this was amazing to get to sing with everybody again. And I know there's a few people on here who have moved away and are in different states and different locations. And so that's really nice.
They want us all to introduce ourselves.
Okay.
That's a
Lightning
lot.
round, people.
Oh my god.
Voice
call
part.
on
Go
us.
by voice part.
I could call on you in order. Hey Mark, go ahead.
Yeah.
How long you've been in SDS also?
I'm Mark Donnelly, and I joined SDS January of 2013. And then at some point I started playing along and conducting.
Cool. Mel?
I've been here for 10 years. I was just thinking about that. 10 years this fall. So yeah. I sing soprano. I started as an alto in the choir because we had a lot of sopranos and not a lot of altos at the time, but now I get to sing soprano, which is exciting. So pass it.
Rebecca?
I used to sing with Six Degree Singers until I moved away. So I think I was with you guys for like 2 or 3 years, and then moved to one state and then moved to another state. So now I'm and I am, like Emily said, I'm really excited to be singing with you guys again.
Allie?
I joined in fall of 2018. I'm actually Rachel's old student. I went to the Shepherd. So that was how I joined.
Awesome.
I'm a soprano.
Stevie?
I joined in the fall of 2018, and I sing tenor.
Nice. Rachel?
Hi, I was one of the original members. Woo! So way back in 2009, and I sing alto.
Robert?
I believe I joined in 2016. It's been about 5 years, and I'm a tenor, and because of that, the choir can never kick me out because they always need tenors.
Benjamin?
I'm Benjamin. I joined, I think, about 5.5 years, something like that, on the bass. And
Cool. Cameron?
Yes, I joined in summer 2015 as a wee 21-year-old, and I'm also a tenor, so I'm here for life.
Matt?
Hi, yes, so Matt joined in 2015, so roughly 6 years. Love it. I'm having such a good time. This has been amazing. Thanks.
Hannah.
I joined in January of 2018, but have been like an original SDS fangirl, having been Rachel's student since I was 15 years old, so like 2010, you know. And I'm a soprano, but also I now live in England, so I haven't been able to sing with the group since I moved in February, and I'm really glad I got to do this live stream.
Yeah, I joined in February 2010, so almost the beginning, which is, it's crazy to think it's been that long because it was just yesterday, but it's been great.
Lori.
I'm Lori, and I think I'm a soprano. Well, I know I'm a soprano. I think I joined in, and was it summer of 2015? Emily will have to tell me. Emily is the one that told me about the choir. So thanks, Emily. I don't know when I started.
That's fine.
I've always been here.
Lauren?
I'm Lauren. I think I started when Steve started, so it's like the second semester of 6 Degree Singers. Not quite an original member, so we don't get those bragging rights. And I sing alto.
Jenna.
Hi, I'm Jenna. I joined in fall 17, and I'm an alto.
Crystal.
Hello. I also joined in fall of 2017, and I'm soprano.
Emily?
I sang with SDS, I think 2014 to 2016, so I think your 2015 is right, Lori. And I found out about SDS from a Craigslist ad for auditions.
Wow.
Why don't we do that anymore?
I'm returning this summer to DC, and I'm hoping one day to sing in person again.
Yay! Dave.
I'm Dave. Judging by when everyone else says they joined, I was something like 7 or 8 years ago. I don't actually remember. And I sing tenor, so yeah, they can't kick me out either.
Charlotte.
I've been here since fall 2015, and I sing alto.
Awesome. And Amelia is rejoining us due to internet issues. I think Jenna's mom says James should have a square.
James does have a square.
He has a secret square. He's hiding it so no one can know. Hey Amelia, do you just want to say how long you've been in the choir?
Sure. Hi. I joined in January of 2018. I am an alto, and I'm so glad that didn't happen during the concert.
Yeah, that's all of us, and I'm Rachel, obviously, and I founded the choir. We just had our 12th birthday last month, actually. So the choir is 12 years old, which
It's
is
a middle schooler.
crazy. It's crazy. I have a 12-year-old choir.
It's your
Better-
child.
Better than a choir of 12-year-olds.
It's kind of awesome. Yeah, Thomas says he also joined because of a Craigslist ad. So you're not alone. Awesome. I think that's all our questions that I see. So yeah, we're planning on doing, some more online things until we can be in person again. Obviously, all the singers and choirs in the world want to be rehearsing and performing live again as soon as it. Oops, that's the piano. So we are very, very excited to do that. Yes. What does that mean? So we will have some more online content. We will be probably doing another one of these in the fall and some more virtual choir videos. Stay tuned on our website. We may start to expand. We normally do our Valentine Graham fundraiser. We may start to expand that to some other holidays around the year. So we'll see how that goes. Please visit us on our website, SDS.com. It is in the description below. If you feel like you'd like to contribute to us to keep us running, we are so grateful. So many of you are regular donors of ours, and we are so grateful to you. And I think that's everything.
I know she would never say this, but we got to give credit to Rachel too for leading us.
Rachel, can you show the setup that you have or no?
I mean, I'm afraid if I turn this computer around that
It's a lot.
everything will stop.
That everything will stop. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's 2 laptops and a tablet, video interface, the microphone. It's a lot. It's a whole lot going on over here.
Got a whole studio.
Whatever we think our setups are, hers is double.
It's probably worse than yours. I wonder.
She's the final boss.
My laptop is standing on a stack of books right now. So
I don't know if
it's
it'll
really
come
high-tech.
through, but there you go.
Oh,
There's my
yeah.
setup.
Oh, right.
That is three screens.
On a piano.
On a
piano.
So there you have it. Yeah, it's been an intense year, but it's been good. So thank you all so much for joining us. It's been so great to have you, and thank you to all of the singers for participating and coming on this fabulous adventure with me. I think that's everything. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good afternoon.
Bye.